Alright, so now we're talking door frames in a more normal situation. We're missing a little framing there because that junction box is right in the middle of the wall. They got to submit a shutdown to get rid of that, but this is pretty typical for the most part. You come in, you'll loosen your bottom studs, you'll loosen your, take out your screws at your header, move this as far out as possible, and then you use your laser and find yourself your low side. You can see that needs to go up quite a bit there. The floor is pretty bad over here, but so we got that, and this is just something to keep an eye on. This is that professionalism I keep talking about. We're flat on the floor there. Let's see, we're flat on the floor, but over here you can see I've got one shim because this foot was a little higher up than before. So again, this vinyl wall base is absolutely perfect stuff, easy to cut. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick, so it's great for shimming like that. So I stuck one in there because this door frame was leaning real hard like this. It wanted to fall over until I stuck that underneath. Now it's holding pretty straight. And I got that side anchored down. And then another thing you want to do when you go to set your door frame, you can see I took the spreader bar out. I'm not going to trust those. I have myself a spreader I made, which I have it jacked up off the floor there, so in case there's any cords or hoses that go through, your spreader's not sitting cockeyed, which will change your width. You want to make sure that's extremely square and check it to make sure remember from my other door video, 48 and 1/8, a weak eighth, or 30, my other spreader's over right there, 36 and a weak eighth, whatever doors you're going to be setting, many of the same size. That's why when you'll make spreaders when you're going to do a lot of doors of the same size. If you're only doing like 1 or 2, it's not really worth your time. But there we go, so we got the spreader. Then figure out which side is the most accurate and what ends up being the most square, and make that your hinge side and label it so you use the same side every time. That way every single door is exactly the same. That consistency is key. Now you can see I kind of lined it up pretty good right there, pretty good right there, equally. You want to keep your spreader square as well in your frame, otherwise if you're cockeyed, you're going to cockeye your the bottoms of your jambs, and that's going to yield problems of its own. So you want to keep that good. Keep it pulled tight. If you need help with that, you can even use a ratchet strap and go around and ratchet strap it to hold it against the spreader. Another thing with spreaders, another reason to prop it up off the ground is because a lot of these, they have those welds from those factory spreaders. They have the shipping spreaders, they have those welds still in the corner. Unless you cut those off perfectly, those welds might be pushing against your spreader and again hold you wrong. So there we go, pause that a moment while I cut that because that was pretty noisy. But you know, I forgot what I was saying just before that. Oh well. Yeah, make sure that everything stays as square as possible. Square, 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 square. And tight right there. Now you can see we probably need to go up just about 1/4 of an inch, so I'm probably going to have about two of those vinyl shims on this side. That other door I needed 3, so that wall white caulking. It's I forgot. Oh, that door over there had 3, and it was pretty similar to this, so I might need 3 of those pieces in here, but maybe 2. So we'll try that out. And once that's good, I'll show. Actually, I already got this side, I think, partially done. Did I do this one yet? No. Alright, well, this one is done. It's too late for that. But we'll get to that in a minute. Oh, and again, stick your drywall shims or your drywall pieces in like that because that holds your door square and centered with the wall. If you got this side just kind of sitting over there while you're drilling this side, well, now you're not square with this side, and again, you end up cockeyed. So there's a lot of little minute things that can get you out of whack with these door frames. So you gotta really pay attention to what you're doing. If you slap dash and go, you're probably gonna end up having callback, and that's no fun. But all right, let's go ahead and get this shimmed up and drilled down, and then we'll move on to the next step.